Good morning. Good evening, Gogglefrogs.
Hello.
Not only good evening, but good new year. So,
Happy New Year.
welcome. Hopefully, you had a wonderful break, Christmas, New Year, spending time with loved ones, or spending time on your own. Whatever it was, as long as there was plenty of yarn, wool, knitting, it will have been a fabulous time. So, I hope you had a lovely time. And and if you've never met us before, we're the Mad Two, Mr. and Mrs. Gogglefrogs. This is Robert, my lovely friend, keeps me
Hello.
sane, and I'm Angela. I've got, as you can tell, my voice is struggling. So I will hand over to my wonderful friend to do the introductions, if that's all right.
So, hi everybody. Happy New Year. Again, like Angela said, hope you had a lovely time. We will catch up on your Christmases, our Christmases very soon. In the meantime, if this is your first time, hello and welcome. We now meet twice a week, Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock and Saturday at 10 o'clock. If there isn't going to be a Saturday session, we let you know miles in advance that there won't be one. Not. If this is your first time and you're on a desktop, you can see a chat box on your right hand side. Please do jump in, say hello. If you're on a mobile phone or a tablet, you have to swipe right to get the chat box, type in, swipe left to come back to us. The session is recorded, so we do repeat the chat box for everybody on the replay, which goes out about 45 minutes after we've started. So hello everybody on replay. And then at some point, when someone has time, the episodes get uploaded to YouTube after they've been very carefully edited. So hello everybody on YouTube. We are on apparently episode 304. I thought it was 303, but 304. Wow. Thank you, Peter. So I'm glad she put herself on mute then. If it was me, you wouldn't want to hear it. When I blow my nose, apparently it sounds like an elephant because it's very loud. And small tissues like that don't work. So I either have to have a hanky or a huge piece of kitchen roll. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I've got a sore nose as well, but never mind.
So we also have a Facebook page, which is Gogglefrogs Craft and Natter, and we will be looking at what you've posted over the last 2 weeks later on in the show. As you can see, chaos behind me. This is my husband's office, and because it's Christmas, all the crap in the house that normally has a home has to be rehomed. It's in here. Apologies. I have an even bigger dilemma tomorrow, which we'll come back to later, because maybe somebody could help me with what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, Angela, did you have a nice Christmas?
I had... it was fine. And the reason why I say it was fine, I think I spent on Christmas Day probably 7.5, 8 hours in the car going to and from Leeds. It was Christmas Day. It was pretty fraught. Up at 4:30 in the morning. I was still cleaning the bathroom at 2:30 Christmas Eve night, so I barely slept. Boxing Day was visiting the in-laws, and then the day after that I thought, great, get some time, and then I got ill, so never mind. But it's now becoming a tradition. Last year, for the first time ever, and it's been on the cards for 20 years, we had lasagna for lunch. And this year, when it got to 12:30 in the morning, I realised I didn't have a hope of making lasagna. So it was a new plan. It was plan B. So we had, this year, drum roll, Toad in the Hole for Christmas dinner. So, it was, I think we got home at about 5:30. and then I could actually make it easily. So I still have the big rib of beef in the freezer. Can I just say that I had actually bought for Christmas Day, but we will have it at some point. Yeah, it was fine. It's just at my Christmas Day now is just on the motorway for hours and hours during the day. So, but never mind, it was fine. How was yours?
Mine was lovely. I got home Christmas Eve evening, and I put my feet up. I got waited on hand and foot all of Christmas Eve evening. Christmas Day morning, I can't remember who got up first. I think he got up first, and then I pootled downstairs. And there was no rush, no pressure, because it was just us. We video called his mum at 12. Watched her open her presents. We opened her presents, and then we carried on doing dinner. And for the first time ever in 23 Christmases, we actually equally shared, and I do mean equally shared, the cooking and dishing up of dinner. It was beautiful. And then we finally opened our presents, or finished opening our presents, at 4:30 in the afternoon, in between stopping and starting dinner, eating. So on. So yeah, it was lovely. And then Boxing Day was quite nice as well, just the two of us. And then we went family visiting on the Tuesday, which was actually really nice.
Oh, that was
so
beautiful.
Yes, a very, very nice Christmas break. And then went back to work, and it's just been chaos.
Well, you know what? If there's one thing that we can take from that, it's encouraging that the economy is still going.
It's not the shoppers. It's just
dear.
So because I stupidly overcommitted, as I always do, and said, I know, I'll do my bit for stock takes, because we always stock take in January. The whole store has to be stock taked in January. And I said, I know, I'll do my bit so that I'm not putting the pressure on other people, but didn't realise just how much pressure I was going to put on myself. So I've had 2, 3, 30 alarm calls for the last 2 days to be in for 6. All I can say is roll on Friday, last day in High Wycombe, 12 days off, nice jolly in the middle of it, and then I start Milton Keynes.
Yay! Welcome to Milton Keynes. Yay!
Anyway, should we say some hellos?
Yeah, because this is about us. It's about every Gogglefrogger.
You can tell that we haven't done this for 2 weeks because we're so out of practice.
I know.
Right. I do know we go bottom to top. So we have Linda Evans. Hello, Linda. We have Lindy. Hello, Lindy. We have Linda P. Hello, Linda. We have Janice. Hi, Janice. We have Jane. Hi, Jane. We have Jackie. Hi, Jackie. We have Grace. Hi, Grace. We have Georgie. Hi, Georgie. We have Deborah. Hi, Deborah. We have Brigitte. Hi, Brigitte. And we have the lovely Amber. Hello, Amber. How unusual to see you on a Wednesday.
Wow, that's amazing.
I hope that means that you are on a break of some kind, because normally you would be at work. So do let us know. And hello, Princess Curtain Crusher.
I was just going to say that.
I've just seen the comment, Amber. I do apologise. She is on holiday for a few days. So hello and welcome to our Wednesday evening Gogglefrogs, where traditionally we have a tipple. But I don't think either of us are drinking this evening, are we?
I'm not drinking. Nothing to do with the throat. It would actually help numb the throat. But I've just had reflexology, and you're not supposed to drink alcohol after reflexology. So I actually have ginger and lemongrass cordial, and I've got hot honey and lemon in a drink. So I've got both of those. So yeah, I don't know what's happened. Maybe I'm going to have a tipple tomorrow night to make up for it.
I'm not drinking because 2 reasons. One, I've had a lot to drink over Christmas. And 2, I have to make a good first impression tomorrow because it's a virtual leadership day for the new Milton Keynes management team.
Hey.
I need to be tip top. I've also got a hospital appointment a half an hour after it starts. So That's going to be interesting. And my dilemma about tomorrow is my room. You've seen the state of this one. My room, honestly, you can barely open the door. So I've got no chance of getting to the sofa. But I don't have anywhere else in the house that I can do it. So I think what I'm going to have to do tomorrow morning is get up super early, throw everything out of my room into the hallway so that I've got the sofa.
Move it behind the camera. That's all. You just make
yeah,
sure
but I've still got to be able to. Angela, I can only open the door. I cannot get to the sofa. And then I've got the dilemma of I've got all the stuff behind, and do I want that behind on a virtual day for the first time, or do I strip it all off? I don't know. Can't decide.
Just
I'll see how I feel in the morning.
Yeah, as long as you're there, that's all that matters, that you're there. Oh dear.
Downstairs, decorations all still up, crap all over the place. There we go. Right, shall we catch up on some chat?
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
So Linda starts off 2022 for us by saying good evening all. Brigitte says Happy New Year peeps, 304. Jackie says good evening and Happy New Year to all of you. Grace says good evening. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas and Happy New Year. Lindy says good evening, Happy New Year everybody. Really looking forward to a good session again. We will do our best for you. Linda then says Happy New Year. Janice says Happy 2022 everybody. Georgie says evening, Happy New Year. Deborah says good evening all. Technical issues, Happy New Year everyone. I hope we fixed them now. Linda says evening, Happy New Year. Amber says hello and Happy New Year from Princess Curtain Crusher. We are on holiday for a few days. That's lovely. We have a lovely break. So folks, do carry on putting in the chat box because we react to you, as you know we do. Let us know what woolly goodies you got for Christmas. Let us know what non-woolly goodies you got for Christmas if you want to share.
I've got a woolly goodie here to show you.
Oh, have you?
I've got a woolly goodie, yes, that I was bought.
Ah, well, during the musical interlude, I might go and grab, if I can get it, my woolly goodie that I got for Christmas.
Ooh.
Or goodies that I got for Christmas, I should say.
Goodies.
Yes, goodies. So, right, on that note, shall we play some music?
That would be amazing.
So, really thought about how can I start 2022 Wednesday evening, always a bit of a dancey boppy piece of music. So here we go. Can I just say the first line in this song talks about no Gogglefrogger at all that I'm aware of. You'll see why, but do enjoy the music and enjoy the singer. Here we go.
I didn't know you knew who Trace Adkins was, Robert.
I didn't until you mentioned him the other day or a couple of shows ago, and I researched it. There was a couple of songs, but I quite liked that one. I particularly liked the beginning. So again, apologies. I didn't mean to offend anybody, but as soon as he said this is for all the sophisticated ladies, I thought that's nobody in Gogglefrogs.
Oh yeah. So
but I bet there's lots of Gogglefroggers out there who have gone for the naughty boys in the past. Some of them may still be with them.
Oh yeah. So he's Trace Adkins. He's a huge country singer in America. I got to know him he was on The American Apprentice. Absolute gentleman. He was always seen as a total gentleman, raised lots and lots of money for charity, etc. And he was appearing opposite is it Piers Morgan?
Oh.
So we had Piers Morgan, who was wanted to win it, and we had Trace Adkins, who was quite a gentleman and never spoke down about other people ever. It was quite interesting seeing the comparison. But yeah, a great singer, multimillionaire, and apparently his property, his home burnt down in a bushfire one year as well. So
Oh.
yeah, so had to rebuild that, and yeah, so just huge. But check him out. One of my favorites is something called Chrome. But yeah, really amazing. He's got a very American drawly accent, hasn't he? Is, I don't know, he's about 27'10". He's a really, really tall chap. Really quiet when he actually speaks, which is quite interesting. But yeah, some of his music is really, really good. So actually all of his music's good. So yeah, Trace Adkins from America. It's amazing how many of those people over there we've never heard of. And they've got totally unique voices, and they have been going for years, and they are multi-millionaires, so influential. They come on our TV and we think, who? So, yeah. So Gogglefrogs is all about learning something new and experiencing something new. And normally, as Lindy said in the chat box, she always says, oh, this is a new one on me. Never heard of these before. And I think tonight, even Brigitte said, never heard of this one before.
No. He's quite easy on the eye as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes. In a rugged way.
In his life where they look much older than they actually are, but he has aged quite well, I feel.
Very well without work.
Yeah.
And I think, wow, because he can't be young anymore. But yeah, he's a mega star. But they all come on like The Apprentice. That's why I love watching The American Apprentice, because they always have these country stars on. I think I've never heard of them. Put into into Google, and they're practically billionaires. You know, they're able to raise millions and millions in one show for a charity. And I think, my word, you know, we just don't hear of a lot of these stars. But then again, they don't hear a lot of our stars as well. No. So yeah, but he is easy on the eye and the ear.
I think I've said this before. I really want to go to country at the O2 one year. 4 days of pure country music.
Oh wow!
So I must do it one year. Let's catch up on some chat. Angela posted, I love a bit of Trace Adkins. Brigitte, to quote Lindy, this is a new one for me, don't even know who he is. Lindy says, love the song, but like Brigitte, who is he and what's he famous for? Yeah. Jackie says, I'm quoting Lindy as well, this is definitely a new one for me. Linda has a big laughing face and says, no idea who he is, but I had a friend on whose CB handle was Randy Cowboy. Wow, there's a blast from the past. CB radio.
Did you have a CB radio? Did you have a handle?
No.
Mine was Kayli Pumpkin.
What?
Kayli is sherbet if you're up north. Pumpkin. So I was Kayli Pumpkin.
Okay.
Random.
At Lindy being a country boy. I think she's trying to get the title of the song. Georgie says that was fab. Who was the singer and what was the name of the song? I don't know. I will pass. I will let you know at some point. And Jackie says, my husband says I'm a sophisticated lady, not. Amber says, thank you. The video made me chuckle. Lindy says, I used to listen to country music years ago, but we'll definitely look him up now and have a listen to his other works. Linda says, I went to a country and western festival concert with the Randy Cowboy. I remember Rattlesnake Annie. Okay. Deborah says, never heard of him, but love the song. And Lindy says, Angela, love that CB handle.
I know. It's just, you know, when things just pop up in your mind, you think, oh, I had one of those. Kayli Pumpkin. Just random. Never mind.
Aww. Linda says her CB handle was Snow Goose.
Really? Oh, wow. I love that one. What was it about CB handles? They were sort of two words stuck together. Like Snow Goose and Randy Cowboy. You couldn't just be known as Cowboy or Randy.
No.
You had to have two. So that's why I thought Kaylee, favourite sweet, and pumpkins are cute. So never mind. Yeah, it was really weird. RCB radio is still going. I don't know. They probably are in some bedrooms out
Probably
there.
somewhere. Yeah.
I know.
Just before we start on the whole woolly Christmas thing, do you have your present from me to hand? Just so you can show everybody what it was.
Oh, yes. What? the bottle?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me get it.
I think it's apt for a Wednesday night.
What do I show it even though it's empty?
It's empty already.
No, it's not.
I was gonna say, God. Now you can probably all guess what I'm talking about, but you won't know what it actually was. Or if you think you know, put it in the comments.
So I was absolutely delighted with this.
Lindy says that was a good wind up.
It happens every so often. It works for me. So Robert knows me very well. And he bought me something that I've never seen before, ever. And you know that when me and Robert got to know each other, he hated gin. He didn't like gin. Even though his husband drinks gin, he hated gin. Somehow we converted him to gin. So he's now a gin drinker, just like so many of us. And he came out and bought me this amazing little thing. Look, world's strongest gin. 95% proof. So it is still closed because I haven't been very well. So I thought I want to enjoy this, not like zonk myself out. But yes, and it's made in Kent. So the Spirit of Alchemy, anodistillers.co.uk. But yeah, what does it say? Serving suggestions for a lover. Oh, sorry. I thought it said for a lover of alcohol. It says for a lower alcohol. It says serve a 5 centiliter thing. And for a stronger serve, not centiliter, milliliter, 25 mil. So you can either have a teaspoon or a glug. I'll be having a glug with some nice tonic, but it looks amazing.
So the reason why you have the 5 millimeter is because that's kind of like by the time you've diluted it, that's going to be a normal gin and mixer. If you want a strong, you only have the standard shot with the mixer.
Yeah, so thank you so much. So yeah, I love things like this.
Quite looking forward to seeing your reactions. Maybe you should christen it on a Gogglefrogs.
Have you tried it?
No, I was driving, so there was no way I was trying any of the samples.
No, I didn't know if you'd actually tried it somewhere. So that was my amazing present. Thank you so much. And there's another bottle in there of wine. No, Prosecco. But I just haven't been able to drink because if I get ill, I just go off alcohol. And my uncle said, "I'll have a hot toddy." It's just like I no, the thought of drinking anything just repels me. So never mind. But yeah, thank you so much for that. It's
all right. That's fine.
Hidden in the cupboard.
Yeah, I thought you might have to. Lindy says, and I haven't thought about this, think the colours of the bottle are also properly Gogglefrogs. I hadn't thought about that.
No, yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh, wow.
And Jackie, it's from a shop in Bluewater. I'm sure they've got other shops as well. But if you like it, Angela, they do some very different flavours of standard gin. but I got that because it was the 95% proof.
Thank you.
Wow, why not?
It's like, the first time you have overproof rum, it tastes nothing like our Bacardi. It's just so different. And I know when I was in Thailand, I had Thai whiskey, which must be like that as well. And I had 3 of them and started walking sideways. I just could not walk. It was weird stuff. So I just need to remember how strong that is. Not go out of the house, just sit in the house and enjoy it. And then
I think you'll know when you taste it how strong it is.
Yeah, and then go to bed. Yeah. So anyway, absolutely fabulous. So thank you so much for that gift.
That's okay. So what's the woolly thing that you got then?
Well, we're out and about, and this is from my mum to me, but we saw it's already knitted. It's a knitted hat. Inside, it's nice and fluffy. So it's all lined inside. On the outside, how is this for a glitter puss?
Wow.
It's got that on top.
That's gorgeous.
It's just, I'll put it on. It does straighten up. But it's just amazing.
Wow.
I mean, if you like a bit of bling, it is fab. And they had all different colours. And I thought, oh, the navy looks amazing. And I just thought, do you know what? It's knitted, obviously bought it, but who'd have thought of putting these like diamante strands on? And I bet none of us have thought of doing this, but I just love the look of it. So if I see something knitted that I really like, I'll buy it. So I've got it as an idea, and then I think I can apply that to other things that I want to do. So yeah, if you can just see, they've just sewn those things on, and you can get these quite easily, can't you? It's just like a string of diamantes. So I'm sure you can buy them online and then put them on things that you create. So yeah, that's it. It's got a pom-pom on the end. And I just thought it was lovely. So that's it.
Very nice.
It's just an idea. And if you know somebody who's really blingy, and you know me, I like me dark colours, but ever so often I just come out with a splash of bling. It's rather OTT, so most people might not want to wear that much. I don't, it looks a cross between a tiara and a tea cozy, doesn't it? But I just think it's fab. So just an idea as well. If you want to bling things up, and we shouldn't just stop at hats, should we? We could do them on like pockets on jackets or cardigans and all sorts. So it was just an idea for people, but I love it. And I absolutely love the fact that this is lined.
Yeah.
And I got 2, like it's furry lined. And I thought, why don't we do that? So often we want to make something out of beautiful wool, and then we can't put it on our head because it might itch or something. So why don't we actually put a nice lining? Now, it doesn't have to be fur like this. You could put a cotton lining on. So I just think that it's really good to get ideas as to how to structure things, how to finish things. And yeah, so that was that.
Good.
So just a little idea.
Perfect timing for fingers crossed this time next week or tomorrow next week. We'll see. I
must confess, I suddenly thought, oh, I'm supposed to be working next Friday. So next Thursday.
You told me you booked it off.
Well, I forgot. So anyway, I just said today. Oh, and that's the thing you don't know, do you? It's been a bit of a few days. So I said, I'm not going to be able to work because I've been ill. And then later that day, because I always ring up the day before if I'm going to be ill the next day. So I was just going on Sunday, texted on Saturday, said I'm ill. And then we don't have a manager at the moment. So a manager of another team got in touch and said, oh, by the way, 2 members of your team have transferred into my team. I can actually transfer a third person if you'd like to join us. And I'm like, so anyway, I've transferred teams as well in the last week and spent the first 3 days off sick. And so I went back today and I turned around to him and said, oh, by the way, is it too late to ask for next Thursday off? He went, no, why? I said, can I have it off then, please? He went, yeah, of course. I said, thank you. I said, I've had to take it anyway. And he went, oh, you're okay. So that's that. So everything's sorted now. So it's been, yeah. So lots happened in the last few days, but really excited because as I've been off, I have actually almost finished the long scarf. You know, my shawl.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, do you know what? I wasn't well enough to go to work yesterday, so I had the day off and I thought I'm going to finish it, do you know, in a whole day. Do you realise the end of this? Have I got the picture here? And I'll explain why it isn't actually finished yet. So here is what I've been creating. It's absolutely beautiful. That's the hang on. That's it. So I finished the scarf, and then do you realise there are 40 tassels to make? 40 tassels to make. So yesterday I was making 40 tassels, which I have here in a massive clump. This is what they're like. So I had to make the tassels. then you've got to go round and round, haven't you? So I've got 40 of these now. And by that point, I thought I've had enough today. I'm still not 100%. But look at this.
Oh, very nice.
4 panels.
Oh, wow.
Of this. It's so beautiful and long. It really is.
Aww.
So this is my shawl. It's not blocked yet, but if you can see how amazing that looks. And I have to say, it's an absolute pleasure, a delight to knit with this stuff. But that's going to be lovely and long, isn't it? So for a shawl, that is definitely what? I hadn't realised. That gives an oh my word. Sorry, I'm just thinking, if you actually made yourself like something to wrap around the head with that pattern on it, that looked amazing. Sorry, I might have to do something else. So this is the shawl. And as you can see, that is long. So that's going to be amazing. So, yeah, that is now done. It must be about 1.5 meters, 2 meters. Must be. So it's quite long. It's nice and wide. So it is a shawl, but these have got to be attached. And I laid them out in tens. And then they got moved. So they were on a clump on the floor. So I thought, never mind, I'll put them in my bag and I'll sort them out. So that's a little job for tomorrow that I'm going to attach 20 on each side. So, yeah, I'll get that done.
So, Froggers, you know Angela as well as I do when it comes to clumps of mess. Is it A, actually going to get done, B, end up on the fire, or C, come to me to untangle?
Ooh. This was on a postcard, please. Yeah, so I honestly, it is. We all know, don't we? We make these beautiful creations. Sewing that project up becomes the nightmare. And I thought, now I'm going to do this all in a day. And then I thought, an hour has passed and I've only done 6 of these. Obviously, I wasn't working as quickly as I normally would, because you don't when you're not 100%, do you? So anyway, yeah, it's like they're just, they'll be fine when they're on there. But yeah, and it just made me laugh as well. It said put 4 strands, 40 centimeters long, and make a tassel out of them. And I'm sat there thinking, what's your tassel supposed to look like? I can't see it. Am I supposed to wrap it? Am I supposed to leave it long? How do you make the tassel? And there's no close-up picture so that you can replicate it. So I've just got to hope for the best that I've done that. Well, I've done them. These are what are being used now. But it was just really interesting. You know, when we look at old-fashioned patterns, there are practically zero instructions. And that pattern, I just felt that I was back in the olden days when it's just figure it out for yourself. So, but they will.
It sounds like a great. It sounds like a technical challenge for the Great British Knit Off.
Yeah, so those are going to be. There's going to be 20 of those on the end of this that I need to attach, and all I need to do is sit down with a needle. Actually, this is a genuine question because I have never attached 20 tassels to the end of a scarf before, ever. So I thought, because I've got two, hang on a minute, let me just show you. I've got two strands. So I thought what I'll do is I'll use a sewing needle, you know, a needle, put that through, knot it, and then I thought, am I supposed to feed them through? The simplest thing is, how the hell do you attach 20 without it feeling all knotty along the end? Or am I overcomplicating this?
I have no idea. I've never done tassels like that.
It's just, I've never actually done this before. So am I supposed to attach that there and knot it? Or just like when we attach, whenever you join two pieces of yarn, I now use the Russian join. So is there a way to attach these to the end of here so it won't feel as if I've got lots of little knots? So I don't know. I will ask for your advice. If not, it's just getting done tomorrow. But yeah, it's just bizarre when you think, how do you actually do this without it looking clumsy? No, I know it won't look clumsy. I don't want it to feel clumsy with lots of knots. And then I might ask you to block it because I haven't got any blocking pads things.
Oh, yeah, I can do that, I think.
Or does anyone else enjoy blocking things?
I've got blocking pads, but I don't really block.
Do you not?
No.
I don't normally block. I normally just use the steam on an iron. I don't put the iron on it. I normally just go like that and then put it down for 5 minutes. That's all I do with blocking, but I just thought it probably needs blocking properly. So any advice, please? But yeah, those are my tassels. We'll get done.
Right, let's catch up on chat. So Lindy says, wow, great hat. Brigitte says, wouldn't 95% proof kill you if you drank it neat? If you drank a whole bottle, definitely. Georgie says, love your hat, Angela. Jackie says, love the hat. Brigitte says, the shawl looks amazing. Linda says, that's beautiful, Angela. Amber says, beautiful shawl. Georgie says, Angela, your shawl is beautiful. Deborah says, love your hat, Angela. It really suits you. Don't know how you find the time to go to work with all the traveling you do. Yeah. Jackie says, stunning. Lindy says, that's wonderful. Is it as long as your longest ever work day?
I think it's actually longer, and I did it longer than the pattern said. I put an extra few inches in between each panel.
Brigitte says, why didn't you attach a few at a time? Because that would have, that's too easy. Why as knitters or yarners do we ever do things easy? We never do. Linda says, when you have sewn the tassel to the edge, thread the sewing ends back through the tassel and cut them off at the bottom.
Thank you. Yeah.
I get that now. So you
go up and down.
You go through the hole, back down, feed them through the tassel, and then trim them to match the length of the tassel.
Well,
That sounds like a plan.
So I haven't left them long enough because they're not going to be long enough, but don't worry, I'll be able to do it. It's perfect. Thank you. That's how to make sure it doesn't. That was what was in my head. This is just, the edge is just going to end up so thick and horrible. So yeah, that's what you do. I feed it back through the tassel. Thank you so much.
Brigitte also has a good idea. I think I kind of understand it. So she's talking about making like a diagonal tassel, I think, on the end of it. Instead of doing straights, crochet them through and bring them together. Does that make sense?
Fold the length in half with the crochet hook, put a loop through the edge of the shawl and pull the ends.
You know how you finish something in macrame where you have the diagonals that come down and meet and then they're tasseled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what she's suggesting to do.
Yeah, it's just I've cut all these and done these as per their sort of meager instructions.
Okay.
So I have got 40 all finished now in that club.
I think if all else fails, bring it next week. Somebody there will be able to help. Sounds like Linda can.
It'll get finished, honestly. It's just now I've got a way. I just Brigitte, I just can't get it in my head at the moment. But I think it'll finish off. They just need to be longish tassels, don't they? They'll attach somehow. I think, Brigitte, yours would have made much more sense to fold it in half with pull a loop through it. Yeah, because if I'd have done it like that, I'd have fed 2 of them through and then put that through. The thing that they didn't do is give you make you do holes, so you don't have holes along the edge.
You don't need holes along the edge.
Oh, do you not?
No. Because what you do is you put 2 through every single stitch that you've done, and then you pull them together in like 5s and then make a tassel, and you don't really see that they're in individual holes.
Maybe I've just never done tassels like this. It's not making sense to me. I even went onto Google and got very bored within 30 nanoseconds. So have I done this wrong then?
Did you Google how to make tassels, or did you Google how to make fringe?
Tassels.
Right, Google how to make fringe.
Because they're tassels, not fringes.
But you would apply them the same way.
Right. I'll have a look when my brain's working.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's all right. That's fine.
Right. So how to make tassels rather than fringe. Right. Thank you very much.
No.
I'll have a look at that.
Other way round. How to make fringe. Huh? How to make fringe, not tassels.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah.
That's fine.
Because I put in how to make tassels, which is how they described it. And that's why I was, this is a bit strange. Thank you. I might just cut them all again. I've got enough wool. We'll see. We'll see what to do. Well, I'll see what to do. What? Oh, it's only another day I'm going to spend on this.
Right. Shall I show you the woolly things that I got?
Yes, please.
So, in my Secret Santa, this isn't woolly, but it came with something woolly. After the rain comes the rainbow. A new notebook for my new job, because I'm going to need to write down lots of stuff, apparently. And then in it, I also got Simply Crochet magazine with a calendar, an amigurumi calendar. I probably won't make any of them, but interestingly, oh my god!
What? Is that a frog?
It's a Gogglefrogs frog.
Oh my word! How good is that?
Yeah, and lots of other stuff in there as well.
Aww.
And just thank you so much to the person that got this. They know who they are, and they are on because I mentioned this as a companion to the knitting book that they also got me. And yes, I was just dumbstruck. And apologies, you haven't had your present back yet. I'm so sorry. It will come, I promise. From Gary, I got 3 books. Crochet Afghans, blankets, Afghans and throws, all crochet. And then unexpected Afghans, also crochet.
Oh.
So all beautiful. And then I got my Yuletide blanket.
Oh, fabulous.
Look at those colours. Gorgeous. Can't wait to start. So I've ever since Christmas Day, I have frantically been trying to finish the Noro blanket so that I can start that one.
Oh.
And apparently I'm not allowed to have yarn next Christmas because I have so much of it, and I'm never allowed another blanket kit again because I have so many to do, and he doesn't know where all these blankets are going to end up. To which I politely replied, okay then, you can never have a computer game again because you never finished the bloody things.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Brigitte says, in the pattern, it shows the fringe threads are attached. As I suggested, only no diamond shapes formed by the 4 centimetre knots down. Oh, okay. That might need a bit more exploring, I think. Because Brigitte has also got the pattern. I don't know whether she's done the pattern yet or not, but she has the pattern. So that's what she's trying to say. So my diamond thing was wrong.
Yeah, so you know, when I know it's the simplest thing to do, just attach these, but I've created all these 40 and I'm like, is this the right thing to do to finish it off? So yeah, I may be trying to do it the wrong way, but I just need to get this finished so I can go on to next project,
which is
so next project is going to use my camel, and it is this lovely little pattern, and Angela being Angela is doing something weird and wonderful again. So this is the that's the cardigan. It's like it's a little lace cardigan, so that's that you can either cross it over like that or just let it hang like a little waterfall. Now it does say on here that it's extra fine merino, and I have 4-ply camel, so we're just going to have to see how it works out. So I am actually going to do a swatch for this one.
I was going to say,
yeah, definitely going to go do a swatch, but I thought it doesn't matter if I have to go up in needle size and reduce the size. We'll just have a look and see, because with it being waterfall, it doesn't matter that much in my head, but who knows. It's just one that I've kept looking at, really want to do, and I think it'll look lovely with the fall. I have looked through so many different patterns, and I just keep coming back to that one, and it's like, do you know what, I'm going to give it a go and see how it works out. So yeah,
Brigitte is saying look at the picture through a magnifying glass because that's what she did.
Oh right, okay, I'll have a look.
Georgie also got the Yuletide kit, but she's got one to do before she can do that, but she does agree that the colours on the Yuletide are gorgeous. So
yeah, that's the one that everyone was talking about, wasn't it? That are just amazing colours. The colour choices were incredible on that one.
Right, let's go to Facebook.
Oh wow.
So Deborah says she got a circular knitting machine at Christmas. Won't replace the zen of a hand knit or crochet, but she's loving it, especially as she's isolating. Oh no. And she's spending a lot of time in her craft room, as she's negative and hubby is positive, so she needs to keep away from him as much as possible. Well, all I can say is, wow.
They're amazing.
They are. And I hope hubby gets better soon. So I saw this today. I couldn't refuse. Apologies if you're of a certain age and this references you, but I just found it absolutely hilarious. So a woman in another group offered to make a crochet blanket for her son and his fiance. Lovely idea. So she said, any ideas on a colour or pattern? I'm very new to this, by the way. He said, I've seen a blanket called a temperature blanket. We all know what a temperature blanket is, don't we? Apparently she didn't. So she said, she said, they are very colourful. He said he liked it. So I said, I'm not sure about that. It's a bit of a nuisance having to take your temperature every day. Can you imagine? I'm going through the menopause, so I'm hot most of the time. Also, it's not very personal to you. The phone went very quiet, and he said through laughter, it's for the weather, not you. Hilarious.
Bless
Sorry.
her.
Oh dear. Marianne says she might not be able to knit at the moment. I can, however, still buy books, and this one caught my eye. Unusual cables. The patterns are both written and charted, very clear, plus the garments are not just for smaller ladies. Only disappointment is there's no men's items in the book, but she does look forward to trying some of these. So let's have a quick flick through. So we've got some gloves there.
Lovely.
It's a nice top.
Lovely.
Cardigan. Oh, look at that back. That's gorgeous. Oh, and it's a coloured cable as well. Hat. That's pretty.
Mm.
That's very pretty. So thank you for sharing that, Marianne.
They're gorgeous.
Marianne can't be with us tonight. I do hope you're well, Marianne.
Yeah.
And
that's
she shared
nice.
a picture of this shawl, which apparently is free until 7 o'clock tonight. Oh dear. Sorry. Brigitte, her and Rod had a rush job for a personalised bag. So Rod made the bag, Brigitte did the stitching. And there's a couple of pictures further down.
You've just reminded me. I'll bring something else. Carry on.
That's right. Isn't that beautiful? Marianne shared a video here of embellishing while you're knitting. Oh wow! How unusual is that?
Oh, the flower. Yeah. So
how unusual is that? It's gorgeous. So effective.
Isn't it easy?
Yeah.
She makes it easy. Absolutely amazing.
Really
Thank you so much.
Georgie, Pigs in Blanket Decorations. Thank you for sharing those. Here we go. Here's the start of the bag. She says, I've had to put the socks on hold as a request came in for Rod to sew a shopping bag and me to embellish it with a floral seam. Slow going as it had to be on waste canvas attached to the fabric bag. But it was a beautiful result, so it was gorgeous. Enjoy it. Marianne says that this is going on the list for when she can knit again, and it comes in lots of sizes, and it's a free pattern. Sarah says she's never had yarn stain her knitting needles before. Now they look like they're blushing. Yes, I had a similar thing when I tried, when I did my first attempt with the yarn for the cow, and it did that to my wooden needles as well. I think it is just wooden needles that it happens to.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it when it's a more natural dye?
I'm not sure what does it. Georgie says Happy New Year, and she shared a picture of a felted champagne bottle and glass. Thank you for that.
Gorgeous.
This was gorgeous. Grace managed to finish her dragon.
Oh wow!
And it
Grace.
Stunning. It really does. Well done.
Beautiful.
Barb has completed another hat for charity. Well done.
That's lovely.
Linda, one of my Christmas presents, lots of amazing knits.
Snap.
Knitting imagined.
I'm so pleased that somebody else has got that book. It's amazing.
You got it. I knew I'd seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Friday, Discovery of Witches season 3.
Oh my God, I best watch season 2.
All episodes at once.
Oh my word.
And I'm on holiday next week. Brigitte has started her socks using the lovely sock yarn that we have, the 2 individual balls that you knit the same way up. I love this shading. I can't wait to see the tops. I bet they're going to be gorgeous.
Look amazing.
This has done the rounds a few times now. This is a lady knitting a fence panel with some very large needles.
Knitting a fence panel?
Yeah, can you not see? So she's knitting and it becomes a fence panel, a lace fence panel around her garden.
Oh.
Georgie has shared a Granny Square Christmas tree as a reminder of the one that we did in the library. Louise, as one project finishes, another begins. Blocking this cardigan for my daughter and a swatch for a cardi for myself. So do post pictures of the updated cardi for you. They look like lovely colours. And I love the pattern in the sleeves. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pat's shared a picture of her Secret Santa. Thank you for that. Fran, is it Friday yet? Finished. Second project finished in a week. Copycat hat for number 1 son. Yarn is sublime, luxurious tweed from Stash. Pattern is made up. Was copying the final pick. And was a picture from somebody else's. Wow, that's lovely. Well done. Oh, there we go. Anita casting on her socks. Linda, Christmas Day cast off. My vintage style knitting bag finished. Found a pair of old wooden handles from her mother or her nan with 5 times 20 grams 4-ply and a 4-ply orange and random leftover 4-ply, all held double to create DK. Wow.
It's beautiful.
That is a beautiful bag. I really like that. I bet it's even nicer in person.
Yeah.
Bring it next week, please, to show it off. Fran says she was rather pleased to have finished this. It's a woman's weekly pattern, published twice in a magazine as Brace Yourself and Cheeky Chappy. But despite its appeal, she's not been able to find another completed one anywhere, even on Ravelry. Wow.
That is beautiful.
That is. Well done. Such detail. I quite like the roll neck as well.
It just works so well, doesn't it? Every element of that is incredible.
And the inside as well. Wow.
That's lovely.
It is gorgeous. Well done. And then you've apologised for not being able to do your impromptu with Auntie Doe.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Marion, if you're watching replay, do let us know when she's going to be back, and we will make sure we do a special goals just for her.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit in. Jean says, "Happy Christmas, everyone. My new mug is telling the truth. If I'm sitting, I'm knitting." Love that. Then we go back to last Christmas. Dawn shared this on Christmas Eve. I think this is gorgeous. This is lace making this winter scene pattern. So Janice has mentioned Sewing Bee. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't like Sarah Pascoe presenting, so I'm not convinced I'm going to watch this year's run because I just don't think it suits her. And I fell asleep during the first one and didn't find the second one particularly interesting. Just saying. There we go.
I didn't know who she was anyway, but I didn't watch the Christmas or the New Year ones. I wasn't inspired to. So I do tend to watch them on catch up. It's not my first choice of program, but haven't watched it, and I don't think I'm going to.
Anne says thank you for her Secret Santa.
Aww.
That's really good. Oh, Stacey Solomon, tap tidy. I think we could all do with some really big hints out of that.
Can I just say, I watched her program the other night because I couldn't sleep. I watched it about 2 o'clock in the morning. I found her really, really good.
Yeah, that program is absolutely ingenious.
And I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, I really liked her. Much more to her than you think.
Yeah. More comments about Last Christmas, the film. So I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Dawn shared this that says Happy Christmas. This is a music video with lots of felted animals with knitting in as well. So do have a look at that. Seen that. This was Marie's Secret Santa, because we didn't see that the last time we were here. I think we're all caught up, but let's just finish on that gorgeous young man again.
Yeah.
And his lovely hat from his nana.
Beautiful.
Was that?
Absolutely beautiful. Aww.
So thank you everybody for sharing your lovely Christmas goodies.
They were wonderful, wonderful. Now, I did skedaddle off to go and find something to show you. It was a present that I received. It's not knitting, but I think you might like it. So my uncle's girlfriend treated herself to a new machine, and this was what I opened up. So it's one where you press a button. It's all it's an embroidery machine where you put a program in, you press a button, and you just change the threads when the colors. So anyway, this is what I opened.
Oh wow.
Isn't it incredible?
Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
It's just
wow.
I know. It was absolutely stunning. And I was everyone knows Splodgy Dodgy. So she'd done one with a little black cat on. And we were there the other a couple of weeks ago. She was the neighbour had 2 dogs that passed away. So she got again like a program of not programs. It's like putting in a DVD, I suppose, of a picture of this dog, this breed of dog, and she put that on one. And then she'd done this for my mum because my mum loves flowers.
Oh wow!
So I know that we're very much into handcrafting things, like creating things ourselves, but I got that. I also got some tea towels that she'd actually put ladybirds on for me because I mentioned the word ladybird and stuff. So but she's made them, and I just think they're incredible. But this one is just out of this world, and she was showing me a picture. She said it comes free with the like all of these things you can put on the back of a denim jacket if you want, and you just program it up and stick it in, and it goes around and creates this amazing thing in a matter of hours. So I've never seen a machine like this before. I'm not a sewer myself, but even I was, how much was it? So it's just like, no, I'm not getting one. But incredible what she's creating. So yeah.
Let's catch up on some chat. So we did the Yuletide kit. Georgie says that made me chuckle. Robert, tell Gary you're making a blanket for every week of the year to go on the bed. That sounds like a good idea. Apart from we don't put blankets on the bed because we get too warm at night. But I might try that. Deborah says, thanks, Robert and Angela, for your good wishes for my hubby. He's felt pretty poorly, but hopefully on the mend. Little grandson was the first in the family to test positive on New Year's Day, and most of the family have tested positive as well. Oh, well, fingers crossed. Let's hope that you don't. Lindy says, Deborah, so sorry to hear about that. I hope everybody is recovering now. Deborah says, my daughter and I are doing the Yuletide blanket. We had a go at the spike pattern, and it's not too difficult. Oh, thank you. Deborah says, Lindy, thank you. Most have been very mild, thankfully. It's all very strange. I haven't tested positive so far, as I was on the shielding list originally. It's a good thing. Lindy says, Anne Hewson is very well-known lace knitter on Shetland, and she used an original Shetland stitch for it. Janice says she didn't like Sarah either. Georgie says she didn't watch it either. She doesn't like Sarah Pascoe. Jackie says, I'm not mad on her either. I preferred Claudia Winkleman. Lindy says, I watched them both, but we'll probably just watch the new series with subtitles and ignore Sarah Pascoe's humour. Definitely not as good as Joe. And Janice says she agrees. Georgie says, your cushion is gorgeous. Am says, wow, it looks like splodgy. Jackie says, gorgeous cushions, Angela. Lindy says, those designs are really gorgeous. Brigitte says, and never mind if it's done by a machine. Never mind if it's done by a machine, as there's lots of thoughts behind the design. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Linda says you can digitize anything for an embroidery machine. They're very clever. Mine is not used as much as it should be. Sounds like an idea for the future for me when I've got time and patience to sit there.
She had a machine, and I don't know, she could only do so many inches square, the designs. And then she had to have hers serviced. And the person who was going to service it said, you do realise that the super duper machines, they're going up in price. And if you buy them, then I don't know, they're going to go up by X amount of money. And when she thought, I'm going to pay this to service it, she decided to treat herself. So they're unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So I thought you'd like to see them because, again, it just inspires us, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think that was lovely. So thank you for sharing those.
That's all right. And thank you, Val. If ever you watch any of these, Val, absolutely love them. And every other Gogglefrog loves them as well.
Definitely. Right, it's 9:15, so we've gone slightly over, but I think that was expected given it was the first one back. So I think we'll finish there for the evening. So you can go to bed and I can go and rest as well ahead of my very stressful day tomorrow. And some of us will be here on Saturday, and others of us will be back next Wednesday. Remember, we said no more Mondays.
And the plan is there is Gogglefrogs on Saturday. The only exception will be is if my voice is gone. So if my voice disappears, I'm sorry, I can't sit here and squeak. But I'll let you know. It should be fine. So we will be going live at 10 o'clock on Saturday, and you will have me. Marion may join me, but I will be there and I will be sharing something or other. Hopefully I'll have finished this. and I'll be able to show you the finished article.
So whatever the rest of your week looks like, folks, have a good one, and we will see you on Saturday.
Good night. And Robert, best of luck tomorrow. We all wish you well with your new management team and also with your appointment tomorrow. So lots of love and hugs.
Hoping to get the eye fixed at last after 9 weeks.
Yes.
So, right, thank you, everybody. Night.
See you Saturday. Bye.